the city where millions of dreams are born. Tall buildings, bright lights, luxury cars, successful people everywhere, but hidden behind those shiny streets were thousands of people silently struggling. And among them was a 19-year-old boy named Ethan Carter. Ethan came from a small town in Ohio. His father worked in a factory. His mother cleaned houses. Money was always tight, but Ethan had one big dream. He wanted to become successful. Not just rich, he wanted to prove that a poor boy could change his destiny. One night, after another argument about bills and money, Ethan quietly packed a small backpack, 2 t-shirts, a notebook, and just $120 in cash. Before leaving, his mother hugged him tightly and said, "Life will test you, but never stop believing in yourself." Those words stayed in Ethan's heart forever. The next morning, he boarded a bus to New York City. He looked outside the window the entire journey, imagining a better future. But when he finally arrived, reality hit him hard. The city was cold, fast, and unforgiving. Nobody cared who he was. Nobody was waiting for him. For the first few days, he slept in cheap hostels. Then the money started disappearing. Soon, he had no place to stay. And one rainy night, Ethan slept inside an old broken car near Brooklyn. The rain kept hitting the windows, and the freezing cold made him shiver all night. That night, he cried silently, not because he was weak, but because life was harder than he imagined. The next morning, he looked at himself in the car mirror. Tired eyes, messy hair, no hope. For a moment, he thought about giving up. But then, he remembered his mother's words. Never stop believing in yourself. Ethan stepped out of the car and decided something important. No matter how hard life gets, I will not quit. Every morning, he walked through the city searching for jobs. Restaurant, coffee shop, warehouse, gas station. Most places rejected him immediately. "Sorry, we are not hiring." Again and again, he heard the same words. Days turned into weeks. Sometimes he ate only one slice of pizza the entire day. Sometimes he drank water just to stop feeling hungry. But still, he kept going. One evening, a small coffee shop owner finally gave him a chance. The salary was tiny, but Ethan accepted immediately. He cleaned tables, washed dishes, took customer orders. He worked almost 14 hours every day. And after work, instead of sleeping, he sat in public libraries learning new skills online. Business, communication, marketing, video editing. While others were relaxing, Ethan was building himself silently. Months passed. One night, a customer noticed Ethan editing videos on an old laptop during his break. The customer asked, "You made this?" Ethan nodded nervously. The man smiled. "I own a small media company. Come meet me tomorrow." That one sentence changed Ethan's life forever. The next day, Ethan walked into the office wearing his only clean shirt. The company owner gave him a small freelance project. Ethan worked the entire night without sleeping. And when he submitted the work, the client was shocked. "This is incredible." Soon, more projects started coming. For the first time in months, Ethan finally had hope again. He continued working at the coffee shop during the day and freelancing at night. No holidays, no excuses, no complaining, only hard work. Years passed. Slowly, his freelance work turned into a full-time business. Then a bigger business. Then a successful company. At the age of 28, Ethan became the founder of one of New York's fastest-growing digital media agencies. Luxury offices, expensive suits, nice apartment. The same city that once ignored him now respected him. But the most powerful moment came later. One winter evening, Ethan bought a new house for his parents. When his mother entered the house, tears filled her eyes. She looked at Ethan and whispered, "You did it." Ethan smiled softly and replied, "No, we did it." Because deep inside, he still remembered the boy who once slept in a broken car. Feeling hopeless, that struggle became his greatest strength. And years later, during a business event, someone asked Ethan, "What is the secret of your success?" Ethan paused for a moment and answered, "The moment you stop feeling sorry for yourself and start fighting for your future, your life begins to change. Sometimes life will break you. Sometimes people will reject you. Sometimes you will feel completely lost. But difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Never let temporary pain convince you to quit permanently. Your current situation is not your final destination. The future can change if you refuse to give up. Because success does not belong to the smartest people. It belongs to those who keep moving forward, even when life becomes difficult. And maybe, right now, someone listening to this story feels tired, feels invisible, feels like giving up. But remember this: one day, your pain can become your power. Your struggle can become your story. And your story can inspire millions.